Hey everybody, welcome back to Fallout 3. I am the Blue 32, and when I left off, I said I was going to go do some story stuff. And so I shall. Gentlemen. So maybe it's not closed yet. Do have some shit to unload.
This place is closing soon. Do your business and get out.
If you see
Okay.
anything suspicious, be sure to tell the security officer.
If you're going to be like that, I guess I'll just go. Dickhead. This place is closing soon. Do your business and get out. Who do you think you're talking to?
I'll be in my room.
Any trouble in this area?
Can't.
This is a medical clinic. Please don't disturb any of my patients.
Sorry.
Some people are in such a hurry.
Excuse me. Are you Dr. Lee?
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him.
You look so
You're
much
James's daughter, aren't
older
you?
than you do in Fallout
What are
4.
you doing here?
Wait, how do you know who I am? Have we met?
You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke with me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same.
Work? I'm trying to find my father. Have you seen him?
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here.
No.
For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
I left the vault to look for him.
Did you? I was under the impression that's exactly the opposite of what he wanted for you. Well, you won't find him here. He's come and gone already.
I'm sorry. Could you please tell me where he's
Your
gone?
father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab.
Project what now?
I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Where is this old lab of yours?
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Tell me more about this project you work on with my father.
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
What the hell was it?
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
Yeah, why didn't it work?
We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment.
Why did you stop working on it? What happened?
You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge.
I'm
Your
sorry.
father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the purifier.
I see.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule.
Well then.
Good luck
Yep.
Hey there.
Well, now we know where we need to go now.
Troublemakers, have you seen any?
I don't know.
What
What?
else do you want from me?
Nothing. God, get off my back. Just trying to leave. God dang it.
It was so noisy last night. I could hardly sleep.
Maybe a quick fix has something that will help you sleep. Cindy's got all kinds of good tips.
What? Where? Where am I? What's going on? Wait, who the hell are you?
Nice to see you.
Nice
Wait a
meeting you,
minute.
huh?
Charmed to meet you. I'm Vera. Well, he's addicted to... You haven't heard? But since... They say Mr. Lopez...
Vera, your nephew Brian lost his folks and needs a place to live.
Poor dear. Don't worry. I have the means to keep him...
Think Brian will love his new home. I'll send him along shortly.
Oh!
Lovely jubbly. Where was Grey Ditch? There it is. My boy. Hello? I don't think he's still in that tube. Ah. This'll freak him out. Can you imagine? He wakes up and there I am.
Holy moly! You actually... I hope you found me a place to live.
Sure did. Vera said she'd take you in.
You really found... I can't believe everything you've done for me. Most people would have kept on walking when I ran up to them screaming like I did.
Yeah, as you do.
I'll get my stuff together and move on out there right away. Come visit me sometime.
Can do, kiddo. Can do. I feel swell now. All right, boy. We shall enter through the gift shop. I'm not sure if there's actually a way in through the gift shop. It would have seemed like a good idea at the time. Uh-oh. Come on. Either shut down or resume. Please. Well, that answers that. Hang on a second. Okay. Let's try this again. Taking it from the tippity top. Nice. That's some epic shit when you can shoot the grenades in their hands. Ah. Ah, dang it, they're all dead. I mean, I suppose it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Execution. Time to go. Well, when you put it like that. Now, if I recall correctly, there should be holotapes from my dad here somewhere. In fact, I believe the holotapes will tell me what I need to do next. What that is, I don't quite recall. Either I have to go talk to the Brotherhood, or the Vault. The Taft Tunnels, you say? let's go to this sub-basement. It's probably not the right way, but let's do it anyway. Shut your face. Or better yet, letting me shut it for you. I think I just did. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're stopped. Oh, I thought it was a box of caps. SOS, SOS, SOS. It's probably not what it says. Okie dokie.
I am at a loss. My beloved wife is gone. In her place is my daughter, small and helpless.
It's kind of
As
twitchy.
much as this place means to me, as much as it meant to Catherine, this is no place for an infant, especially an infant without her mother. It's time to go. The project was in trouble before, both internally and externally. Progress has come to a halt, both because our recalculations have gotten us nowhere, and because the mutant attacks occur several times a day. I regret that it has come to this. I know that if I leave, our work may come to an end. Madison has never been on the best of terms with the Brotherhood. Aside from Scribe Rothschild, he'll tolerate none of them. If she's the one dealing with them, who knows what will happen? It breaks my heart to go, but I must put the needs of my child before my own.
Yeah, but what about the needs of the rest of the wastelands, Chief? You extravagant asshole. We got a lot to read, or listen to.
That batch of tests was inconclusive, but Madison and I are convinced it's a problem with the secondary filtration system. We're going
Hey,
to
it's Mom's
recalibrate
favorite
the equipment and try again tomorrow.
Bible entry.
So that
This must be our room.
James, please, I'm trying to work. Now's not the time. So that's the next step. Assuming we get the results we need, we'll move on to James. Stop.
Stop.
I need to finish these notes. We'll move on to diagnosing the issues with the radiation dampeners. That should... Ow! James! Now? We really shouldn't.
You horn dog dad.
Well, again. Project Purity and me. It's been close to 20 years since my last entry. Since I left all of this behind to make a life for my daughter.
We've spent that time in Vault 101, tucked away from the rest of the world. It wasn't perfect, but it was safe, and that's all I could have hoped for.
Now my daughter is a grown woman. Beautiful, intelligent, confident. Just like her mother. And as hard as it was to admit it, she doesn't need her daddy anymore.
Is that it? Did I just cut it off early?
So here I am, back where it all began. Project Purity. God, we wanted to change the world. We really thought the waters of life could be a reality. And that's why this is a momentous occasion. Because even after 19 years, I still believe it. Project Purity can and will be operational. This is just the beginning.
Sure thing, Dad.
I spoke with Dr.
This is day 2 of my attempt to resurrect this project. I've got one of the portable fusion generators up and running, but it's just enough to power the emergency lighting and a couple of other systems.
That will serve for now, but I'll need help powering up the mainframe. Time to visit Madison at Rivet City. I spoke with Dr. Lee, Madison, at Rivet City. It went about as well as I expected.
That is to say, she thinks I'm completely mad. How can I blame her?
She's got her own life, her own team, and is making real, tangible scientific progress. Here I come again, the very paragon of failure and false promises. But the reality is, I need Madison and whatever scientific team she may have assembled. I can't do this myself. Project Purity is bigger than me. It always was. And without Catherine, God, I can't let this die. Not again. Not like this.
Oh, whose fault was that? I gotta put the needs of my daughter ahead of everybody else. How'd that turn out for you? In the pot? No. Perhaps I need to go to Rotunda now? You'll have to forgive me. It's been a very, very long time. No power? Oh no! Now this place looks familiar. I know it well. Such violent attitudes. And holy ho, whoa, what do you got there? Looks big. Felt big when it collided with my skull. It's a super sledge, eh? Ah.
Even in Vault 101, my work on Project Purity never really stopped. Soon after we arrived, my nightly routine included sneaking into the restricted areas, searching for, I don't know, whatever I could find. It was a Vault-Tec facility, after all. The place was built with some of the most advanced technology this country had ever developed. Those excursions never turned up anything particularly useful. So, one night, after half a bottle of scotch, I broke into the overseer's office. It was easy enough to hack his console, to gain access to the restricted files.
This is stupid bastard.
Most of it was garbage. Propaganda, spy reports, just plain rambling bullshit, really. But there was one thing, one name that stood out amongst all the others. Dr. Stanislaus Braun.
Braun?
I knew of Braun's work, of course. He was a celebrity in his day, Vault-Tec's sorcerous scientist, leaving his peers in awe of his technological wizardry.
Hack.
But it was in Vault 101 that night in the overseer's office I first learned of Braun's involvement in Vault-Tec's social preservation program and his work on something called GECK, the Garden of Eden Creation Kit.
Oh dear. Sounds important.
To be honest, the GECK sounded like pure fantasy, even for someone of Braun's capabilities. It was nothing short of a miracle. A terraforming module capable of producing life from complete lifelessness. But not only was this thing a reality, it was actually distributed to several vaults to be used after an atomic war. Vault 101 was, sadly, not on that list. I did some digging and discovered Braun's name on the reservation list for a Vault 112. I'm no slouch, but this man, he could have easily succeeded where I failed. Does his collected knowledge remain within the halls of Vault 112? Journals, holotapes, computer records, maybe even experiments. If I could gain access to just a fraction of Braun's genius, Project Purity would become a reality. I'm off to Vault 112 to search for anything of Braun's that might help me get this purifier up and running. All I know is that it's west of some place called Evergreen Mills, and it's well hidden in some sort of garage. But I'll find it. I have to. It's so close, but that's the story of Project Purity, isn't it? Eternity is almost theirs. Let's see if Braun has the missing puzzle piece.
Well, there we go. Next stop, a vault. If I am so inclined. And to be truthful, I'm not. There are other things I can do. Other things I wish to do. Come to think of it, there was something I keep forgetting to do. Where was it? Where was... Ah, there it is. The Bethesda Ruins. I'm almost positive.
Oh, hell yes! King
almost positive, as I was saying before so rudely interrupted. Right, what was I saying? Yes, I'm almost positive that there's a bobblehead in there.
You're dead, bitch!
I'm sorry? I couldn't hear you over the sound of you dying. Anywho, before I go in, I'm going to call it a video here. After I've cleared this area out and gotten all the ammo, that is. Namely that sniper rifle. Although I also want to search the sentry bot. Not worth taking. It's broken. Can't even use it to repair. Sorry? Right then. Call it a video here. I am the Blues 32. This is Fallout 3. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.